Welcome. Welcome, everyone, here and on the broadcast. Thank you for joining us. It is a joy to be with you here at the Temple of Clarity in Vista, California. We may have some people joining us from different states, maybe even Texas tonight. I want to say hello to everyone over there. God bless you. It is a joy. And as we all know, we don't allow anyone or anything to steal our joy. The world and the news all are conspiring to steal your joy through all sorts of dramas and Mayan illusions, and actually trying to program you into believing that the world is an ugly place or a horrible place, people or terrible people. But we know that's not true. When you see through the eyes of spirit, when you see through the eyes of your God presence, yes, there are events that happen. And as light workers, we're here to be the answer, be the antidote, be the one who will hold the space of love for humanity, hold the space of peace, hold the space of wisdom and seeing beyond what is happening here in time and space through the eyes of spirit, which sees outside time and space. We will be bringing in this light to the world, to Boulder, Colorado, to Mexico, the border, and other places. And in this light meditation, in this going into the infinite light, as we merge as sons and daughters of God with the Sun, the central Sun, the One, the Source, that light, that beautiful, holy light changes this world. It spiritualizes it. The frequency of Earth is raised. Mother Earth is healed. People are repolarized to their divine blueprint and begin to outpicture their God quality, their unique expression of holiness that each of us have and embody. We deprogram them from the mass media, from the news, from all sorts of avenues and ways like schools and whatever their education is, that shifts the soul to see something that is not real. We change that and allow the Sun of our God presence as a reflection of the One and as a reminder for every person on earth that this is the way. This is the truth. The one truth, the one way. So, when we meditate, we are active. We are the electrodes of the Divine Mother on earth. We're not just sleeping or relaxing. We are engaged in the Divine Mother's work. The inner promptings will give you the direction to go in this meditation. You are the healing for this planet. And when we come together in these Tuesday meditations, we're making a difference. So before we begin, just wherever you are in command of your space, your body and your mind. You are in control of your spirit. You exercise your will, which is the fire of God within you, to go beyond the body, mind, into spirit. Please, let's do this one prayer together. Pray with me silently. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, friend, beloved God, O beautiful Mother, Holy Mother, Blessed Mother, we come to be with you, to sit with you, to see you face to face, to be your hands and feet here in time and space. Come with us. Come be with us. In the name of the Christ, we call to all the angels of heaven, to the masters, to the Buddhas, from out the great silence, beyond time and space, those in nirvana awake and hear the prayers of humanity. Come with your willow branch, O Kuan Yin of healing. Come with the sacred waters of spirit, of healing, of love. Come, Blessed Mother, with your roses. And bless each one in all places where there is trouble. Amen. So we will do a short meditation. Take a moment and energize yourself with your causal body, with all that you are, all that you have ever been. And we bring it into this now moment. And as we clothe ourselves in this light of our God presence, of every good and kind thing that we've ever done, of every prayer that we've ever said, all the grace that comes through that, we bring into play in this now moment as we travel in spirit with the Divine Mother. coming back. Gently and softly as we float back down into our body. And let us prepare for another journey. Visualize the sun at noon, and as you are gazing into this sun, the sun is gazing into you. The gentle light, the bright golden light, the holy light fills the entire universe, and you are the center. And as we stand and face the light, in that loving of the light, the light is loving you. Allow now this love light to wash over every layer of consciousness, clearing, blessing, healing. And this light is the reality, is the light of reality, is the light of truth. And every misconception, every misunderstanding is now washed away by this living reality, this living truth. And don't take your eyes away from the truth. Don't divert your eyes. Stare directly into the sun. Stare directly into the light. Into the fire. Into the truth. See it. Know it. Feel it. And now we have become that light. We have merged with that truth, that reality. And we shine like the sun. And the whole universe is brighter, more glorious. And as we peer in spirit and in truth and in love, that frequency blesses every one of your family, of the place you live, the beings that live with you, visible and invisible. Pulsating out to your neighborhood, to your city, to your state, your country, and you will this light to fill the earth with its glory, with its truth, with reality. Now your eyes become condensed suns, where this light of truth will beam out in time and space to everyone you see. Lovingly look them in the eye, and they will see at some level this truth in your eyes, this love, this eternal flame. And allow your eyes now to drink in this light, deeper and deeper and deeper. And every particle, every molecule, every part of your eyes become the sun. And when you're ready, open your eyes and see with a fresh vision of truth, of the reality of light and only light and only beauty. And I accept it so. And we'll have a short break for those who have to stretch their legs. And we'll be right back on the broadcast in a few minutes. I want to say hello to Michael Vase, Christy, David, all those on Facebook and YouTube in the Heart Center. I got back from Texas, my first trip to Texas last night about midnight. What a journey. What a fun experience. Met some new friends. Met some old friends. We had a prayer vigil for the world. We prayed, seemed like primarily for the elemental beings and for Mother Earth. It was a different kind of prayer vigil. The heart centers around the world each designed their hour segment and how they wanted to lead the prayers, the rosaries, the decrees, the affirmations. And they created their own like little segment. And there was a common theme through that all the groups, whether it was Chile, Spain, Argentina, Mexico, Chicago, New York, Baltimore, which is basically Washington, D.C., Mount Shasta, and then Dallas, Texas. It was actually Sulphur Springs, but near Dallas. We all had a common theme that we were all guided to bless Mother Earth, bless the elemental, the invisible beings, and for 3 days, it was very interesting. I felt the light of heaven coming down many times. Really enjoyed the sanctuary in Sulphur Springs that these two initiates, these two light workers created out of really a vision. Out of a vision that Barbara and Philip had. And it materialized in this property, I think like several acres, maybe 5 acres. And now they have this beautiful property and this beautiful sanctuary where they can do their meditations and their public services that they plan to hold for that area, Texas. And I came from San Diego, and another guy came from Detroit, and I was so surprised that they have kombucha in Texas. They have a yoga studio in Texas. They have, so many light workers in Texas, in Sulphur Springs. And the people that I saw, their faces were full of light and joy. It's kind of more out in the country, so they're not really burdened by that energy. I think there's something to being out in nature that, they were happy. They were standing tall. They were, you could tell they were in love with their life. As I got closer to Dallas, the energy got heavier. You can see, the asphalt, the concrete, the walls, the buildings, and how that affects people. How it weighs on people. The 5G and all the energy that in these big cities, it takes the energy of nature and creates a mishmash. Not natural, not healthy. And then you can see it on those people, the people that I saw on the street as I was trying to get to the airport on time. So, however, in the country, just an hour outside of Dallas, Texas, bright, happy people. People, in Texas, when I was trying to come out of a Starbucks onto a main road, they would wave me in. Go ahead. In their big trucks, with horns on them or whatever, how they are in Texas. The bigger the truck, I've never seen so many trucks in my life. And they would just smile and wave me in and happy to allow me to, no rush. They're not in a rush. They talk slower over there, don't they, Lori? They talk very slow and enunciate their ideas very carefully. So the ground that I felt in Sulphur Springs was soft, kind of spongy, kind of the earth seemed to have many, many layers to it there. And the ground was just absolutely rich in nutrients and soil. And he was in the middle of a farmland. And little flowers on the ground everywhere. Just little flowers. And you know the little elves and fairies and things are just working, bringing those flowers into time and space, materializing them through their perfect, immaculate envisioning of the perfect flower. And they talk to the little plant, and the fairies bring it into time and space. They had, I think, 3 beehives there. When I was walking the property, it was in the very far back. And the bees were happy. And as I got closer to the bee hive, they would kind of like buzz by me. But I felt they were saying, "Hello, glad you're here. Excuse me, I'm going to my hive." Just a friendly, like, buzzing by and everything. No aggression. The bees were happy. They had a bird nest, a bird feeder. And wow, the amount of birds they had. I posted something, I put my camera on the post of the bird feeder, and I caught this red head cardinal, I think it was. And the birds were happy. Singing, singing, singing. Everywhere you go in Texas, they hear the birds singing, singing, singing. But there was quite the variety of birds on this bird feeder. Many different birds. And they seemed to all cooperate with each other. When one was done, another one knew it was their turn. And there was this cooperation as each one got to the food when they needed to. One of the ladies there in Sulphur Springs owns a health food store. And she has one of those scalar machines, some super machine. And I got a treatment. She had me wrap this thing around my head, around my ankles, and around my wrists. And this frequency came through my body. And it would come up with all these things that need to be corrected. And then she would run the machine and it would balance it out. I slept like a baby that night. Richard Zemak, who snores like a train, was my roommate. Just like a train. I thought he was choking to death. He got one of Donna's treatments. Didn't snore at all that night. Not one little peep. She said the machine, I was in the other room, I hear her, she says, "You have sleep apnea." And the machine says, "I'm going to fix that." He slept like a baby. And his face had a light, like a shininess to it afterwards he got done. So it was kind of a magical trip out there, Sulphur Springs, Texas. I was really in love with the country and the people. I went into one of their gas stations looking for something, and that's where I saw the kombucha. And the lady was telling me how good it is. And apparently, she had worked in the rodeo. And she did it till she was like 14 or 15, I think she told me. And she knows all about how to, how it works and how it has vitamins, and she was explaining to me. And it just goes to show us that these teachings, these truths about nutrition and health has filtered down and has been assimilated by the people around the world. Now, if I go to Kentucky and I see kombucha, or Mississippi, then I'll be, really, really surprised. But it's good to see. And Lori, you were telling me that you've taught many classes there.
I've taught
Texas and Austin. Yeah, you've taught all over. And so you've seen people, you've seen that, these places that you would think would be just the Bible Belt.
There's no less light anywhere on the planet.
Oh, share that with us.
Yes. There's no less light anywhere on the planet than any place else. It's all the same. And people awaken to the light wherever they are, whenever they're meant to be awakened.
Yeah, that's a beautiful concept. For some reason, this funny story just popped up in my head when I was in Berkeley. And this is back in the mid-'80s. And I was trying to put up a poster about the human aura. Teachings of the Ascended Masters, the human aura. And in some places where, there's, I guess people are rigid or whatever. But Berkeley was not one of those places. So I had a very good time postering Berkeley. I remember there's a breakfast place, and a very popular breakfast place in Berkeley near the main street leading to the university. And the cook was a hippie, you can tell, and he had a dirty white shirt on, and he was very busy and in a bad mood. And what was his name? It was a funny name, Joe or something like that. And he was barking out orders and stuff. And I was saying, maybe this is not a good time to ask him if I could put a poster on his window about the human aura. But somehow I was able to break the ice, and I said, I would like to put something very controversial up on your window. He says, yeah, go ahead and do that. That's how Berkeley is. And then when I was in Kentucky, I tried to put the same poster up in another person's window, and they said, is that in the Bible? And I said, kinda. Maybe, they said, oh, no, that's not in the Bible. We don't do that around here. So it's nice to see that these beautiful understandings are being accepted more and more around the world. And kombucha is like a thermometer. They got that, then they know. For me, anyways. So does anyone online would like to ask a question to me or to Carlos or to Lori? You can type it in the chat. Carlos says anything about kombucha is welcome.
He's going to answer the...
No.
Or you can email me later.
Or we can pin Carlos down on when he's going to do his shamanism presentation.
Yeah, we'll work on that. Carlos is going to be doing another event here, maybe in April or May. That works out. He has a new job, and so it's he's got a lot on his plate right now, learning new techniques and learning and expanding, and it's a busy time for you, isn't it? Yeah. Soon. Yeah, it feels like we're going to be back to normal, back to our regular group, everybody coming again. As, you know, the weather gets warmer, Christy will start to come.
Christy's coming.
The winter is over, and that should be joyful. David, we're looking forward to having dinner at your home whenever you have are able to schedule that. Well, we are going to have a few moments of fellowship here, just and sign off on the broadcast. Let's just close this service with a prayer. Divine Mother, we love you. Thank you for sending the light of truth. Thank you for sending your Son. Thank you for sending your daughter. Thank you for showering us with all the love. And we will expand that love to the whole world. Good night, everyone. God bless you. I'll be broadcasting again tomorrow for the Divine Mother Worship Service at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Good night, and God bless you.
And Christy will come even if it's cold when you're doing your shamanism
Oh,
thing.
very good.
Yes.
Like it.
She
Yeah.
might be a bundled up snowball, but
Yeah, yeah.